Hey there everybody, it's time for another Terry Felton game. This is game 3, his third start out of 6. Trying to get Terry Felton a win. And it's going to be a tough one because we're at County Stadium in Milwaukee to face the American League East champion Brewers. So Felton's going to be on the mound, and his mound opponent is going to be left-hander Mike Caldwell. So that's going to make it even tougher, not to mention the lineup that he's going to have to face. So we'll go through the lineups very quickly. Leading off for the Twins will be center fielder Bobby Mitchell. Batting second and playing left field is John Castino. He's got a terrible rating for left field, but that's why they've got him playing. Gary Ward is in right field, hitting third. Kent Herbeck's at first base. He will bat cleanup. Jesus Vega is the DH. He will hit fifth. Gary Gaetti is at third. He will hit sixth. Batting seventh is second baseman Rob Wilfong. Batting eighth and catching is Sal Butera. And batting ninth at shortstop is Lenny Faedo. For the Brew Crew, leading off at third base is Paul Molitor. Batting second at short is Robin Yount. Hitting third at first base, Cecil Cooper. Batting cleanup in left field, Ben Ogilvy. Hitting fifth and catching, Ted Simmons. In sixth and center field is Gorman Thomas. Batting seventh and doing the catching is Charlie Moore. Batting eighth at DH is Mark Brohard. Actually, he's in right field. Simmons is the DH, my bad. Brohard's the right fielder, and Gantner is at second base batting ninth. So just to clear that up, Simmons is the DH, and Charlie Moore is the catcher. All right. So we're almost ready to go. I do need to make one quick addition here. One thing I did not check was the ballpark effects for County Stadium. So we'll pause the video, get my ballpark sheet, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, ballpark effects for Milwaukee. Singles are 1 to 10 for both lefties and righties. Home runs 1 to 2 for both lefties and righties. So that should be fairly easy to remember. 1 to 10 for singles, 1 to 2 for home runs. Let's look at the bullpens and the bench so we know who is available. Who was on the roster at the time on May 8th, 1982 when this game was played. In the bullpen for the Brewers, the guys they have available in the pen: Dwight Bernard, Raleigh Fingers, Jim Slayton, and they were supposed to have Jamie Easterly. He was the lefty in their bullpen, but he only had pitched 30 innings, so Strat did not card him, so I brought Jerry Augustine on to be their lefty. On their bench, these are the guys they actually had on the bench in this game: Don Money, Roy Howell, Ned Yost, Ed Romero, and that's the Brew Crew. For Minnesota, on their bullpen and their bench, Doug Corbett is one of their pitchers. Darrell Jackson is their lefty. Bobby Castillo, swingman, starter and a reliever. Ron Davis. And they also had Fernando Arroyo, but he had so few innings he didn't have a card. All right, on their bench, Mickey Hatcher, Butch Weiniger, Randy Johnson, Randy Bush, and Ron Washington. So some of the better lefties are on the bench facing the lefty Caldwell. So we are ready to get going here. And starting things off, it'll be a lefty of his own, Bobby Mitchell, but you got to have some lefties in there. You can't have 9 right-handers. They don't have as many guys on the roster that are right-handed. So here's Bobby Mitchell to lead things off against Caldwell, lefty, trying to get a win for Terry Felton. 4-5 for Caldwell against the lefty. The ground ball shortstop X, and the shortstop is Yount. He's a 1E26, so we don't even need the D20. It is a 11 or an 11, and he is an E26. There is no 11, so it's a good play for Robin Yount. 6-3 ground out for Mitchell. One away, brings up John Castino. Normally a second baseman, but in this game, to try to get as many right-handers in as they can, they're moving him to left field. That's why it's such bad ratings. 6-9 against Caldwell, and there's an in-home run shot, and Castino, but Castino, I should say, not and, but Castino is weak against lefties, so it would not be a home run. It would just be a single. If it's a let's see, if it's a 1 to 14, it'll be a single. If it's 15 to 20, he'll double. And it's a 16, so it's actually a double, so that worked out better for him. So Castino with a double. One out double for Castino brings up Gary Ward. And they're going to see if they can't get Terry Felton some much needed run support. Nothing on the 20. So 6-4, so again we're off Caldwell. 6-4 is a catcher X. Catcher is Charlie Moore. He's a 3 E16. That's a 14, and that's an 8. So let's do some checking here. 14 and an 8. All right, he's a 3. 3 and a 14 is a P/F, and an 8 with an E16. There is no 8, so it's just a P/F. P/F with a runner on. With runners on base, okay, so we're going to use the wild pitch rating of the pitcher rather than the pass ball rating, or this P/F. And if it's no wild pitch, it'll simply be a foul out. So 1 to 7 for Caldwell. It's 12, so there's no wild pitch, no pass ball. It's a foul out. Foul out to Charlie Moore for out number 2. That's the one part of Super Advanced gets a little bit confusing when you get that P/F stuff. But in the bold there, it talks about going back to the pitcher's wild pitch rating. So Ken Herbeck, runner in second, still. Now there's 2 outs, nothing on the 20. And again we're off Caldwell. 6-9. Every play has been off Caldwell. 6-9 is the in home run chance, 1 to 5. He does have in power. So Herbeck a 1 to 5 with a 2-run dinger. Anything else, he'll fly to right and the inning's over. It's a 3, so Kent Herbeck goes yard. He powders that one and takes Caldwell into the cheap seats. And the Brew Crew takes a 2-0 lead, so maybe there is a glimmer of hope for Terry Felton, as they've given him 2 runs here in the first. Here's Vega, and again we're off Caldwell. 6-5, ground ball to third. Inning's over. But the Twins pick up 2 in the first, and Felton's got to feel good about coming to the mound for the first time with a lead. The question is, can he hold it? He's got a tough Brew Crew lineup to go through, starting off with Paul Molitor. So the first 2 batters are Hall of Famers. 6-8, again we're off the pitcher card, but it's a strikeout for Felton, so maybe he's feeling his oats from that 2-run support. Here's Robin Yount. That is a 2-11. Finally off the batter card. It is a ground ball to first. 2 down. And hopefully the sound's not too bad. I do have a air conditioning unit running next to me, so hopefully you'll still hear me okay. Here's Cooper. But if you hear anything in the background, that's what that noise is. 4-10. 4-10 for Cooper against the lefty. Felton, 4-10 against the lefty, is a strikeout. So how about that? Terry Felton, 1-2-3 in the first. Can he keep it up is the question. But after 1 inning, it is the Twins 2 and the Brew Crew nothing. And Mike Caldwell back out. He'll be facing Gary Gaetti. 1-7, finally off the batter card for the Twins, and it's a ground ball to first. Handled by Coop. 1 away. Rob Wilfong, lefty on lefty matchup. I'll try to get these guys in here right. Lefty on lefty matchup. 3-7 for Wilfong. He's going to fly to center. 2 away for catcher Sal Butera. 5-7 against a righty, and Butera found a base hit. 1-12 is a double. 13-20 is a single. That is a 16. It's hard to see on camera. I didn't roll it right, but it is going to be a double. I'm sorry, a single, because he got the upper echelon of the numbers, 13 through 20. So it's a 2-out single for Butera. Brings up Lenny Faedo. That's a 20, so there's nothing on the 20. And that is a 6-6. Caldwell against a righty. 6-6 is a ground ball to short. Would have been a double play, but that's the 3rd out already. And the Twins go down relatively easy here in the second. So we go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 Twins. And Felton going to be facing some of the power guys in the order. Ogilvy, Simmons, and Thomas do up for the Brew Crew. So 4-8 against a lefty. 4-8 is a line out to first. So Felton negotiating his way through the lineup so far. Here's Ted Simmons. 6-9 for Simmons. He's a switch hitter batting left. 1-2 is a triple. Anything else is a fly to right. That's a 12, so it's a fly ball to right field, handled by Ward. 2 down. And here's Stormin Gorman. Stormin Gorman Thomas. 112. Ballpark home run check. And we said County Stadium's only a 1-2 for a home run. That's a 15, so he will fly to left. And Felton, 2 perfect innings so far through the Brew Crew's first 6 batters. So after 2 complete, it is Minnesota 2 and Milwaukee nothing. Caldwell back on the bump, and we're back to the top of the order and Bobby Mitchell. 3-6 against a lefty for Mitchell. He is a ground ball to short, and that is 1 away. Second time he's grounded to out at short. 1 away for Castino, who doubled and scored his first time up. That is a 2-9. Couldn't see it fell back there. 2-9. Ground ball to second. Handled by Gantner. 2 down. Gary Ward steps to the plate. 2-10 against the lefty is a walk. 2-out walk to Gary Ward. Brings up Herbeck. He had that 2-run homer his first trip. Nothing on the 20. 6-7 against a lefty, and that is a ground ball second base X. That is Gantner. He's a 2E17. And it's a 3. That might be a hit. Let's take a look here. A 2 and a 3. Nope, it's a ground out. It's a G3. And that is an 8. And he's an E17. There is no 8, so it's a G3 ground out. It's the 3rd out of the inning, so it doesn't matter. It would have been a runner advance, but it doesn't matter. It's the 3rd out, and down go the Twins here in the 3rd. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 2-0. Terry Felton coming back out. He'll be facing the bottom of the order this time. Charlie Moore, Mark Bruhard, and Jim Gantner. It's a 6-3 against a right-hander. It's a fly ball right field X. That's Gary Ward. He's a 2E4. That's a 4. 2 and a 4. I think he'll get to this. 2 and a 4 is an F1, so he does get to it. It's a 9, and he is an E4. 9 and an E4. There is no 9, so it's a good play. Gary Ward makes the play. 1 away for Mark Bruhard. Bruhard. Not sure of the pronunciation. 110. It's a strikeout no matter how you pronounce it. That's 2 down. Number 9 hitter Jimmy Gantner. It's a 4-7. 4-7 is a walk. So first base runner for the Brew Crew. It's a 2-out walk to the number 9 hitter Gantner. And now that's going to bring up, and after that walk he kind of couldn't believe it, so he fell over. So now we're back to the top of the order for Molitor. Nothing on the 20. 3-6 for Molitor. It's a single. He's not in a clutch situation, so it is a single to right field. Now the question is, do you want to send Gantner to go to 3rd with 2 outs? Gantner runs at a 13. He's being held as a 12. Ward is a 0 arm, plus you get 2 for the being 2 outs, makes it a 14. So they're going to go ahead and send him to 3rd. 1-14, he'll make it, and he does. So runners are at the corners. 2 outs for Robin Yount. And I know in technical super advanced you have the cutoff rule and all that good stuff, but that's too confused. I got too much stuff going on. Too many parts to the puzzle to worry about that, especially doing a video, so I'm just gonna let it ride. Yount, nothing on the 20. It's a 4-12. 4-12 is a ground ball first base X. That's Herbeck. He's a 2E11, and that is a 9. That's a 5. 5 is a rare play. 9, 2 and a 9 is a G2. So G2, a G2 and a rare play. Batter lines a shot, deflects off the pitcher to the fielder, and makes the play. So that's going to be technically a 1-3 ground out. Ball hit off Felton and went to Herbeck. Herbeck stepped on the bag, and the inning's over. So Felton took one for the team, literally there. And after 3 complete, it is still the Twins leading 2-0. And we will have the Twins coming to bat. Probably should pause the video between innings when I have these kind of little, rearranging of cards, but I'll just let it ride. Here's Jesus Vega. 5-7 against a lefty, or against Caldwell against a righty. 5-7, and he found his hit again. 1-12 is a double. 13-20 is a single. That's a double for Vega. So Jesus Vega with a leadoff double rather. Facing Gary Gaetti. Nothing on the 20. Gaetti a 3-6 against a lefty. And that's a home run chance for Gaetti. 1-9 would be a home run. 10-20 is a triple. That is a 13, so it's a triple for Gary Gaetti. You don't usually think of Gaetti getting a triple, but he did have 4 on the season. This one's an RBI triple. 3-0 Twins with nobody out. And that brings up Rob Wilfong. They're going to bring the infield in. They want to cut the runoff. Nothing on the 20. It's a 5-2, and that's a ballpark home run diamond shot here. Wilfong has weak power, so even if he gets it, it won't be a home run. So let's take a look here. 1-2 for home runs. It's a 3, so it's not going to work. But it will be a fly ball to right field B. That's a sacrifice fly, so it is deep enough to do that. And it is now 4-0 Twins, believe it or not. Wilfong did the job, got the run home. Here is Butera. 1-3 against the lefties, a ground ball to first, handled by Cooper. 2 down for Faedo. Faedo, a 1-9 against the lefty, is a ground ball back to Caldwell, and that's going to end the inning. But another 2 spot for the Twins, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. It is now 4-0 Twins, and things are looking rosy as can be for Terry Felton, but he still has 6 innings of Milwaukee Brewers batters to go through, so definitely not out of the woods yet. Here's Cooper. Struck out his first chance. 3-6, and he's going to ground it back to Felton, and that's 1 away as Cooper is retired. Brings up Ogilvy. 6-11 against a lefty. That's a 1-3 single and a 4-20 line out to second. And that's a 2, so it will be a single. Second hit of the game, rather. So Ogilvy, a 1-out single. Beat the odds there. Here's Simmons. Nothing on the 20. Simmons, a 1-5. And that's another single to right field. Ogilvy this time will hold at second. I think. Let me check his run rating. Be sure. Oh, he's a 14. He may go 14, but he doesn't get the 2-out advantage. It's being held to 13. 1-13. They're going to hold him. Down 4. No sense taking the chance. So here's Gorman Thomas now with 2 on and 1 out. Felton in his first real trouble. 5-9, and he really found trouble. In home run, and obviously Gorman Thomas has normal power. So 1-18, it's a 3-run jack, and it is. It's a 1. It's even more authoritative. So Gorman Thomas just lost 1, and that 4-0 lead is now shrunk to 4-3 for Terry Felton. And then you got that oh no feeling coming on if you're Terry Felton. It's happening again. Here's Charlie Moore, 5-8, and that's a walk. And as Tabletop Earl always says, that's the most prevalent result after a home run is a walk. And there you saw it. 5-8 is a walk. Here's Brewhard. 3, getting rolled to 20. My bad. I'm going to keep the 3-10 roll, but I need to roll the 20. Nothing on the 20. 3-10 is a ground ball back to the pitcher A. That's a double play. So that is a 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. But 3 runs come in, and at the end of 4, it is the Twins 4 and the Brew Crew 3. And now things are getting a little bit more interesting with the tight ball game. Mike Caldwell, you wonder how long he's going to be around because he hasn't been fooling anybody. We're at the top of the order, and Bobby Mitchell, he's grounded to short twice. 3-7 against a lefty. He's going to strike out this time, so that's even worse. So here's Castino. 6-10 against a right-hander for Caldwell. It's a fly ball center field X. That's Gorman Thomas. He's a 1, so we don't need the 20. That's a 13, so we'll check a E5 with a 13. E5, there is no 13. Thomas makes the play. 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Gary Ward. That's a 2-11 against a lefty, and that is a 1-2 single, and 3-20 is a line out. So he's going to line it to short, handled over there by Yount. Innings over. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-3 Twins, but back come the Brew Crew. It's a quick top of the 5th, so Felton didn't get much rest for the weary. He's back out there to face Gantner. That is a 1-8 for Gantner, and that's a 1-2 for a triple. 3-20 is a single, and that's a 1. Do you believe that? A 1. So Gantner, a leadoff triple, and it looks like maybe the magic of Terry Felton, what little bit he had, is now fading, and the bubble's about to burst. 17, the infield is in. 5-10, catcher X. So the catcher, Butera, is a 4E4. 4E4, and that's an 8, and that's a 10. So let's check the catcher ratings. 4 and an 8. Catcher 4 and an 8 is a P/P. That's a 10, and he is an E4. There is no 10, so we got P/P. P/P. Let's see here. With runners on base. Alright, so again, we're going back to the wild pitch rating. It's a 3. It's a 3. So let's take a look here. And it is a 3, so it is a wild pitch. And I don't know if I did that right. I'm thinking I'm doing that wrong. Because that's one of the... This part here is the part that confuses me on the Super Advanced sometimes. It really, I think, should be a... Well, wild pitch and pass ball both get the same result. The runner scores. So I'll go ahead and go with it. It's probably wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and go with it as a wild pitch. And that's going to tie the game at 4. Now the infield's back to normal. Brand new ball game, tied at 4. 4-7 for Felton is a walk. So Molitor is aboard. And he's a double-A stealer. He can get a jump 2-5 or a 12. So they're going to try to see if they can't get him a jump here. 10, so he does not get the jump. So that would be a 13 minus 4 for being held as a 9. Butera is a +1 to be a 10. That's not good enough. So Molitor will go ahead and not mess with that. 1-2. 1-2 for Molitor is another walk. So actually it should be Yount, not Molitor. My bad. 1-2 is still a walk on Yount's card. So 2 on now, and this could be the beginning of the end for Mr. Felton. Here's Cooper. Nothing on the 20. It's a 3-8. He needs a double play in the worst way. 3-8 is at least a pop-up, so nobody's going to advance. Handled by Herbeck, 1 away for Ogilvy. And now a double play would get him out of the inning. Nothing on the 20. It's a 1-9. 1-9 is a ground ball, second base C. So it's a ground ball, but the runners are going to advance to second and third. So they're in scoring position with 2 outs for Ted Simmons. Could walk Simmons, but then you got Gorman Thomas, who homered last time, so pick your poison. They will go ahead and they are going to go ahead and pitch to Simmons reluctantly. Nothing on the 20. It's a 6-5 against a lefty. 6'5", the ground ball shortstop X. That is Felton. He's a 3 E24. That's a 15, so he'll get to it. Now let's check the error possibility. He is a E24, and that is an 11. E24 and an 11. There is no 11. He makes the play, and the inning is over. So Felton saves the day there. But the tying run does score on the triple and, I guess, wild pitch, pass ball, whatever the rule really is. And at the end of 5, we are tied at 4-4. So now we go to the top of the 6th. And this is Caldwell's point of weakness inning coming up. The 5th inning was Felton's point of weakness, so he's already reached it. He's given up a triple and 2 walks. So he is now tired, so the question is, he's probably not going to come back. So if he's going to get a win, the Twins have to score this inning. So here's Herbeck. 6-6 against the lefty is a fly to center, so that's not a good way to start. One away for Jesus Vega. Maybe Jesus Vega can do something. 6-5 is a ground ball to third. That's not going to do it. 2 away for Gaetti. That's a 3-6 against Caldwell, against the lefty. 3-6 is a home run chance, 1-9, so maybe Gaetti can do something. 10-20 would be his 2nd triple in a row. It's an 18, so he's done it again, another triple. 2 triples in the game for Gaetti, but it's still up to Rob Wilfong to bring him home. And they may pinch hit for Wilfong because there's 2 outs, sacrifice fly won't cut it this time around. So the Twins are going to their bench. They're going to move Castino to second base, his more normal position, and they're going to pinch hit with a left field, or somebody that can play left field, namely Mickey Hatcher. So Mickey Hatcher is going to pinch hit for Wilfong in this spot, and he will stay in the game to play left field. And then they will move Castino to second base. But right now he's going to pinch hit in a big spot with a runner at third and 2 outs. Nothing on the 20. There's a 1-11 against a lefty. 1-11 is ground ball to third. That's going to end the inning. So pinch hitting, but it didn't work out. 1-11 for Wilfong. He would have grounded second as well, so it didn't really matter. So Hatcher defensively now in left field is a 4, a +1, and an E4. And we'll have to check Castino for his defensive ratings at second base. He is a 3 E4. So he's a 3 E4. Alrighty, so there we go. Mark here that happened in the 6th. So we know what's going on there. Alright, so bottom of the 6th. Now the question is, do you stick with Felton even though he's tired? He does have quite a few little dots on his record. He's got Gorman Thomas, who hit that big home run off him last time. I think in real life they'd take him out, but since I'm doing a Terry Felton tribute video, you gotta stick with him, don't you? Give him another chance. No decision doesn't help him any more than a loss does. So 1-7 for Gorman Thomas. He's a ground ball to first. 1 away. If he can eke through the 6th and the Twins can score in the 7th, he could still qualify for a win. He's at the bottom portion of the order, so he might get a break. Charlie Moore, 2-7. 2-7's a fly to left, so 2 up, 2 down. He's avoided those tired spots on his card. Here's Bruhard. 3-7 for Bruhard is a walk. So 2-out walk, and here's Gantner, who tripled his last time up. Let's see if he can avoid having that happen. Nothing on the 20. It's a 4-5 against a lefty, and that's a strikeout. There's no dot there. It's simply a strikeout. So Felton gonna gut his way through 6 innings, and we're tied at 4. Caldwell's gonna stay in there. He only gave up 1 hit, so he has not approached his full point of weakness yet. So he will stay in, and he'll be facing Putera, Felton, and Mitchell. 4-10 against Caldwell against a right-hander is a ballpark single check, and a ballpark single check for County Stadium was 1-10. So 1-10 will be a single. It's a 14, so he's going to line it to short. 1 away. Brings up Felton. Lenny Faedo 0 for 2. 1-4 against the lefty. And look at this, Faedo 1-4 against the lefty. 1-3 is a home run chance. 4-20 is a double. So could Faedo go deep here? No, it's a double. It's a 14. So it's a 1-out double for Faedo. And that's going to bring up Bobby Mitchell. And now Caldwell getting closer to his point of weakness. And Dwight Bernard is loosening in the Milwaukee bullpen in case he needs him. Mitchell, nothing on the 20. A 3-8. 3-8 against the lefty is a fly to left. That's 2 away. So Mitchell's 0 for 4. He has had a rough go against the lefty, Caldwell. Brings up Castino, and he's got a chance to get something done here. 1-3 against the lefty. He does not. He grounds to third. And that's going to end the inning. So 7th inning stretch time. I'm going to pause the video while I ponder whether or not to continue with Terry Felton. Okay, we're going to stay with Terry Felton, but I do have the lefty Darryl Jackson loosening because Cooper and Ogilvy are looming. The 3rd and 4th batters scheduled in the inning. Right now it's Paul Molitor, top of the order. And that's a 6-2. 6-2 is a fly ball to right. So Felton hanging in there. Here's Robin Yount. 2-6 for Yount. He's going to ground to third. 2 away. And they're going to leave him in there to face Cooper because the bases are empty. Why not? 1-4. And that's a foul out to the catcher. Fouls to Butera. And Felton has gone 7 innings. Keeping it at 4-4. So let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like the Brew Crew are going to make a move. Caldwell is going to be lifted. And Dwight Bernard, hard-throwing right-hander, is going to be coming in to pitch. So Bernard will take over. Caldwell goes 7 innings and 4 runs. Gary Ward will lead things off. This time facing a right-hander, 3-6, and he's going to get a triple, 1-6, single 7-20. That's a single. So Ward gets a leadoff single. He's not much of a base stealer, but now Herbeck is up, getting to face a right-hander this time. See if Herbeck can do anything. 1-9. Oh, he did. He struck out. So that's 1 away for Jesus Vega. He's got a good column 3 if he can find it. Now it's a 4-12 on Bernard's card, and that's a ground ball pitcher X. He's a 4-E-0. So you know he doesn't make an error. It's just a matter of whether he gets to it. It's a 2. That might sneak through for a hit. A 4 and a 2 is an SI1. So Vega cues one for an infield hit. Now 2 are on with 1 out for Gary Gaetti. Nothing on the 20. 1-7 for Gaetti. He's going to ground to short. It's a ground ball shortstop A. It's a 6-4-3 double play. So that's going to do it for the Brew Crew here in the 8th. They could not get it done. Now the question is, do you stick with Felton? This would really be pushing it to keep Felton in the game. Let's see here. You got Ogilvy, Simmons, and Thomas. And I think to be realistic, you'd have to take him out. So he will again not get a victory. I mean, when your point of weakness is a 15 and you've gone 7, that's probably pushing it. So Darryl Jackson, the lefty, is on to face Ben Ogilvy. So there will be a game 4 in payoff pitch. So here is Ogilvy, 6-11 against Jackson, the lefty. 6-11's a fly to left. 1 away for Ted Simmons, switch hitter. Now turnaround bat right-handed. It's a 1-6 against the lefty. 1-6, that's a home run. Ted Simmons just went yard on a home run. So how do you like that? Jackson gives up the home run to Simmons. And that's going to be it for Jackson. He was in there against the lefties and the switch hitters, but after he gave that up, it was time to get him out. So Bobby Castillo is in. I'm sorry, not Bobby Castillo. Doug Corbett, short man, short reliever. Doug Corbett is in to face Gorman Thomas. So the lefty Jackson goes a third of an inning and gives up a home run. Third of an inning and a home run. So now we have Thomas facing Corbett. So we have 6-4 for Corbett. Ground ball shortstop X, that's Faedo. He's a 3 E24. 11, he'll get to it. That's a 12. E24 and a 12. There is no 12. So it's a good play. 2 down. Charlie Moore. Six is a strikeout for Corbett. So Corbett comes in and closes the deal out, but that home run is now given the Brewers a 5-4 lead, and when they have a lead in the 9th inning, who do they call on? None other than Raleigh Fingers. So Raleigh Fingers will be in to try to close the deal. And he's going to be facing Hatcher, Butera, and Faedo, but there are some lefties on the bench that can pinch hit, and I'm sure we will see them. But first of all, we're going to see Mickey Hatcher. He's going to get a chance to hit. But then we have 2 lefties in a row coming up to pinch hit. Well, actually, a switch hitter, Weiniger. And then we have, after Weiniger, we have Randy Johnson. So first things first, it's going to be Hatcher. You will get the chance to start things off here. 3-8 against a right-hander is a ground ball back to the pitcher. 1 away. Now we got a pinch hitter for Butera, and it's going to be Butch Weiniger, switch hitting catcher. So Butch Weiniger will get a shot here. See if he can't get something done. 2-9 for Weiniger is a ground ball to first plus injury, but doesn't really matter. We're not doing injuries, so 2 away, and now it's up to Randy Bush. Randy Bush will pinch hit for Faedo. Randy Bush is going to pinch hit for Faedo. He needs a good column 3 result here. Didn't get it. He got Fingers card. 4-11. 4-11 is a strikeout, and that's going to end. And look at that. Against a right-hander, 4-11 would have been a diamond shot. Go figure. But even that's only a 1-2, so that wouldn't have mattered anyway. So it's a strikeout to end the ball game. Brewers win it. In the actual game, the Brewers won 12-1. In this one, it was much closer, 5-4. Winning pitcher was Dwight Bernard. The loser was Darryl Jackson. Save goes to Raleigh Fingers, and Mr. Terry Felton pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, and got a no decision. So, with that result of the loss or the non-win, I should say, by Terry Felton, that is going to move us on to start number 4. And now I've got to figure out who his start number 4 opponent's going to be. I think he's actually going to get a chance to pitch at home against the Yankees. We're going to jump to May 29th. That's his 4th start. So May 29th against Tommy John and the Yankees in the Homerdome, the Metrodome. So maybe the home cooking will be what Terry Felton needs and just what the doctor orders. So that's going to do it from here. Unfortunately, Terry Felton, even though he had a 4-0 lead, could not hold it, which sends us to Game 4 in payoff pitch. So until next time, hope you guys enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.